the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, Prince Harry, you're the real king. You took your family out of toxic environment so they could be raised with peace and happiness. Your children will be forever grateful for the sacrifice you made to protect their mother from the onslaught of abuse and bullying from the UK media. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm telling you, every time I see this picture, I have to stop and look again. Look how big Archie is. I'm sure he's already grown more. I mean, Archie was a big baby. A big baby. I'm thinking, when I say a big baby, it could be toddler too. Look when Meghan was reading the book. Okay? Is it Duck, Duck, Rabbit or something like that? You see how big Archie was as a toddler. Look at him here. He's what? 2 years old here. He's going to be 3 soon. Look at him. He's probably a little full of energy running around the house. They have to walk barefoot because if they walk with shoes, they're going to be slipping all over. And I'm sure little bit Diana is going to be one of them too. Probably and her walker running around. In her walker. All right, let me read this. Okay, so true. In fact, he literally saved her life. I'm convinced they wanted memory just like Diana. Yeah, and then they go on and write their nonsense as they please. Because now she can defend herself. Okay, Harry embodied all the virtues of a leader. Okay, the 12 Lakota virtue. Let's see here. Okay, I cannot read this side here. So this is the meaning in English. All right, so I'm going to read that side. 1, humility. 2, perseverance. 3, respect. 4, honor. 5, love. 6, sacrifice. 7, truth. 8, compassion. 9, bravery. 10, fortitude. 11, generosity, 12, wisdom. Definitely. That is true. This is worth bookmark. That is true. That is true. Okay, lucky man. He's been through so much. The Lord smile on him now. Okay, yeah, we need to keep on praying so the Lord don't forget. Keep reminding him. Keep protecting him and his family. Okay, you're also right. There's a love. Next tweet. Let's see here. Okay, this is Ian Sexton. It won't be the first time they've been deceived, though, would it, Dick? Quote, a monarchy built on a lie by liars, end quote. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, I don't follow Richard Palmer. Occasionally, I come across stuff about him, and if it's worth sharing, I share with you. So this is one of them, okay? Richard Palmer. The case against Queen Camilla, it will mean the public in Britain, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the other realms have been deceived. It will mean a monarchy built on a lie by liars. 67% of the British public don't want her to be queen. Okay, that was when? When was that? 10 March 2018. Okay, like what, 4 years ago? Okay, let's see here. To be fair, Dick is remaining consistent on this so far. Okay, so let's see here. In 2005, the Prince of Wales' principal private secretary stood in front of the world's media in St. James Palace and insisted Camilla will not be queen out of deference to the memory of Princess Diana. This is the stepping stone here. They give the people a false narrative. Okay, the same way the Republican in the U.S. be doing. Give you false hope just to jump the first hurdle. So this is the thing here. They give you this for false hope to leave them alone for now while they enjoy their life until the next hurdle comes. They give you another false hope. All right, so let me continue. He insists wrongly that the wife of a king wasn't automatically a queen. When was that? Okay, so it says 1 day ago, so I don't know. All right. This could be any day. He pledged to work with the government to have the law changed if necessary to ensure Camilla won't be queen consort. In 2018, the pledge made in 2005 were wiped from official royal website. Aide claimed nobody ever asked about it any longer. They put it, that's the false hope. They hope people forget. Okay, well, it's the truth. Okay, who'd think they had it in him? Alright, I'm not sure why anyone believed Charles in the first place. The most significant thing to me is that royal right is taking this public stance. I don't trust royal people, royal press, and I don't buy it at all. He's suddenly the protector of Harry and William's mother. Come on. He didn't say anything about, but anyway. Dick is playing to his base. He's reading the polls. There's a significant proportion of his readers who have been against Camilla becoming queen. If he sees the poll shift, he'll shift too. Yeah, these people have no... if they had their own core values, they'll stick to their core values. But if they're going based on where the wind is blowing, that's pretty much that. I believe Ian. That's that. If they lie about this so blatantly and openly, what else are they lying about? Okay, of course, he won't make that leap since there's money in trashing the certain American. Okay, they lie about everything. Yeah, they are, Mr. Ian, the man. You always say it like it is. It was built on a lie, on top of a lie, and lie, and lie, and lie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I don't understand how a German family is the monarchy of the UK. I don't understand why there is a monarchy. It is such an archaic, barbaric custom that has no place in modern society. Okay, you're absolutely right, and 100% of them realms. All right, let me move on. I don't want to make 2 videos today. Next tweet. Okay, there's this here. There's Omid. Bold statement, but unlikely to happen. The Maori party holds 2 seats in parliament, and only yesterday. So that's Jacinta Ardern. Let me follow her. I'm surprised I wasn't following her. All right, so that's her tweet here. I mean, her profile. How many people's following? Okay, 31 others you follow. Okay, but anyway, let me get back to Omid thing here. So Omid is saying here, a Maori party holds 2 seats in parliament, and only yesterday, Jacinta Ardern, who has said in New Zealand should continue to acknowledge the Queen as ceremonial figure, paid tribute to the monarch on the anniversary of her accession. All right. New Zealand Maori Party call for a divorce from the British royal family. Call for a quote divorce end quote from the British royal family and their removal as head of state. Really? The call came on the anniversary of a treaty that claimed crown protection of Maori land, right, which British colonizer broke, confiscating 90% of their land. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Queen Elizabeth is currently ceremonial head of state in 15 countries and legacy of British colonialism. The UK had over 70 overseas territories when she was crowned. Several have removed her as head of state since achieving independence, most recently Barbados and Mauritius. Okay, I think I pronounced it wrong. Let's see here. Removal of British royals, New Zealand. Okay, a nation like New Zealand should definitely have one of their own be their head of state. It's time to relinquish the colonial past and move forward into modernity. Okay, yes, Maori people take back what's been taken from them, from you by the white supremacy of racist colonizer in the name of British monarchy. Okay, good for New Zealand. I can't believe at this time in our century people are paying strangers to live in luxury and bowing down to them for using their hard-earned money. Wake up, people. Okay, yes, Maori people. Okay, so New Zealand is asking for it to remove Queen Elizabeth. Okay, the initiative of removing British monarchy as head of state of other countries is brilliant. Okay, not only remove her, they deserve their ancestral land back. Okay, land back, full support to Maori parties, New Zealand. There should be no monarchies in the 21st century. They should all be abolished and replaced with democratic republics. Yes. Okay, what the F? Why do they always have something to say? Okay, what's the point of a political party if you say nothing and have nothing to say? Seems contradictory. Did they steal it or confiscate it? Crown protection sound too thick, like a burglar as a watchman. All right, let's see here. Be gone. Let's go back to Omi Thread. I'm saying thread. Okay, don't underestimate the power of Maori people in New Zealand. They can be a force to be reckoned with across the Tasman. Here in Australia, an anti-monarchy movement is gaining traction too. For some of you who are new, there's a video that I did that has the UK flag. The UK flag. One of the things that I raised, I remember very distinctively when I was talking in that video. One of the things that came to mind, I was looking. I asked myself a question in terms of where are the Commonwealth, the UK Commonwealth located? And I felt like I took myself out of, it's like I have an out-of-body experience. I was like in space looking down on Earth, seeing where the Commonwealth located at. And they pretty much were around the globe. And I was like, oh my God, this is what they're trying to do to, I guess, to get the Commonwealth people to be individually, the same way they were trying to do with the European Union. So people to get out of there, so each country could be their own. All right. So when there's a war coming, all right, or something like that, if they don't have any alliances with other countries, they're on their own to battle whoever it is. And then you have people who's hungry for power, money, and all of that could just go to those countries and do as they please because the monarch is not there to protect them. That was one of the things I remember thinking at that time. Okay, let's read some more here. That's a rather dismissive comment. Minority voice are important, especially those of indigenous people. I'm not dismissing anything. I'm merely giving a statement of context. Okay, but it could. Just think how the Maori celebrate when Prince Harry and Meghan came there. To me, this is an example of how Britain cut off its nose to spite its face by allowing tabloids to chase away perhaps their greatest asset of this century. Yeah, that definitely is. That is definitely that. Okay, the initiative to remove British monarch as head of state of other countries is brilliant. Okay, Canada will ditch the monarchy before New Zealand. Let's see. Okay, and how will that affect the Treaty of Waitangi? I don't know. They have to make new treaty with other countries. Okay, maybe what they could do, all the other Commonwealth countries could make an agreement among themselves. Okay, among themselves, just remove the British monarchy out of there. Keep their friendship going with the other ones while they, governing themselves. Okay, might not happen in Queen's lifetime, but it will happen. Look at Barbados. Barbados move along. Good, Canada should sever title. Enough is enough. It's not for this time. Okay, Canada got a far bigger problem right now, judging by the news, not least their vanishing prime minister. What is it? I think Canada is going to some issues with truckers, but some sort. I think it has to do with mandate and all of that. Has to do with COVID. I'm not 100% sure about it. Okay, so I did this already. Let me remove it. I did that already. Next tweet. After this one, I have one more. Okay. Williams' conflict feeling about Camilla Owen based on loyalty to Diana. They're about his relationship with Charles. Let's just say the crown. Okay, I'm not gonna read that article, but just a screenshot. Okay, the caption. Pool documentary says Williams felt, quote, used, and quote, by Charles, push for Camilla. You should have the mindset to say, no, I'm not gonna betray my mother. That's what you should have done. But you're such an airhead. You want people to like you. You go along with whatever anybody tells you. Okay, and this is why people don't even want you to be king anymore. Majority of people. All right, let's not say everybody. Majority of people. Okay, the still grieving 16-year-old prince was left stung by his father campaign to make the public accept Parker Bowl, according to a new detailer. Don't give excuses for this guy. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's a freaking going man. He's a man with what? How many kids he have? 3 kids. You mean he can think that what he did was wrong? I couldn't believe what I heard came out of his mouth when that press conference came. It took me, I think, maybe 2 days before I put that video out, because I was listening to it the first time. And then the thing that I was saying, the first time that I was listening to it, I was recording it. And then I was saying exactly what came to mind. It took me a couple of days before I put it out. I had to rethink whether I should put the thing. I don't even remember what I said anymore, because I was so upset of what he said.
I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning. That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia, and isolation that I remember from those final years with her. But what saddens me most is that if the BBC had properly investigated the complaints and concerns first raised in 1995, my mother would have known that she had been deceived. She was failed not just by a rogue reporter, but by leaders at the BBC who looked the other way rather than asking the tough questions. It is my firm view that this Panorama programme holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again. It effectively established a false narrative which for over a quarter of a century has been commercialised by the BBC and others. This settled narrative now needs to be addressed by the BBC and anyone else who has written or intends to write about these events. In an era of fake news, public service broadcasting and a free press have never been more important. These failings, identified by investigative journalists, not only let my mother down and my family down.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Yes. A woman's instinct is a very good one. Well, there's no better way to dismantle a personality than to isolate it.
So you were isolated?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Do you think Mrs. Parker Bowles was a factor in the breakdown of your marriage?
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Okay, I never understood William's contempt for Meghan and Archie. Harry will be a good partner to William, and he did so his all adulthood. That's why Harry had stood by William. And the thing is that, I've said this before, Harry was a voice of reasoning. I don't know, because the father, we may think the father, Charles, he has his own issue, but Charles knows what he's doing. Okay, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't think Charles has any feeling for any of his kids. But what happened is that William and Harry, Harry was a voice of reasoning for William. If William had opened up just like Harry opened up to him, they would have been a good partner, because Harry was looking out, was pretty much protecting William's back. But that did not return. And the same thing happened to William's wife. Okay, both Meghan and Harry would have been a good partner for them too, because Meghan have even said she doesn't mind being in the background to do things.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
They didn't really want the spotlight. They're hard worker. They're hands-on. They could have done all of these things to make William and his wife look good. But instead, what did they do? They went and backstabbing them to please the royal rats.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
What's been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point. And unless, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Okay, meanwhile, the royal rats, what they want to destroy you and then make you look bad. At first, you might think all those positive things they're putting about you on the newspaper will be benefit for you. Maybe at the time it is, but in the long run, okay, it's a marathon. In the long run, it's going to destroy you at the same time. Okay, the push for Camilla is real about Charles. He didn't want to be the first king with a princess consort. When it comes to Charles, it's always about Charles. Okay, give them a box of tampon and bale of hay and let them live their own lives. Okay, Will was happy to play along. There it is. Was happy to play along when he thought it favored his image as the people's choice for the throne. He presumptuous that the public will pressure dad to step aside for him. But his dad played a chess game to win. Exactly. That thing that he did where he made the press conference, that I think I said that's it for him. He's done. I think I said he's done. When Princess Diana, as a mother, you will love your kids no matter what. All right? Princess Diana was probably shielding him. Anything that will come toward him will shield him. But that day, when he said his mom was paranoid, discredit his mom own word, that's when Princess Diana turned her back and said, I'm done with you. And one of the things I think I said is that she's not going to add to William's pain. Okay, a mother will always love them. She's not going to add to his pain. But what she will do is just turn her back and say, I have enough with you. The shield no longer there. Charles played William. He played him. But it's just too bad that William didn't get it. And then this is where Harry came in and said, they're giving them bad advice. Harry was too smart for the institution. This is why they separate them. Because if Harry was there, maybe Harry was telling him that, okay? Don't listen to them. They're giving you bad advice. But because the things that they were putting on the newspaper to make him look good, he went along with the people, all right? So sometimes the truth can be painful. Sometimes I get some comment, constructive criticism, It sometimes is hard to get to it, but when you think about it, you process it and you say, what can I learn from it? Change course of action. The way you were going, this is hurtful. This is not good. Don't backstab your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law. Don't backstab your brother. Don't do this. Don't do that. Sometimes constructive criticism, it's hard. It's painful to take, but it's good. It's better for your own image. But I think Harry was giving him constructive criticism because Harry was not playing along with him. Okay? So therefore he hate on him. Look how far he went. William, he went to give the information for against Meghan, for Meghan to lose the court case. I mean, this alone, my goodness. Phew. Okay, or William conflicts feeling about Camilla about his failing PR, being known as, quote, beloved and royal, and quote, to Charles doesn't even get you any water in UK, let alone in the wider world. And if Camilla did use Charles, if Charles did use William went into it willingly as long as Charles supported his bid to exile Harry. Yeah, that's fine. The thing is that Charles play him. That's all. Charles play him. Probably Charles give him this nonsense and say, go to make this conference to say what BBC said. The interview was wrong. They manipulate. All this was Charles' thing to put in his head, but he's so to go along with it. The first thing you should have done is to protect your mother, because your mother is not alive to speak on her own. Okay? It's to protect her. Protect her legacy. But you didn't do that. That's the thing here that's killing him. Make his conscience eat him alive. His conscience will eat him alive. The regret and all of that. Okay, that's all true. But I think the issue in his relationship with Charles went deeper. What is it? Since he was in the teen, 2000 or 2001, Charles is taking him to cuddle up with the press, going to parties and all of that. So Charles been training him for this moment. For this moment to go and say, talk against your mom and then make me look good. And there it is. Okay, and true Hanoverian fashion, they view each other as threats for a long time. Harry was the buffer between them. Yep. And this is what really did it for him when he turned on Meghan, not supporting Harry's wife and all of that. And Harry was like, you on your own now. All right, let's see. William does have a lot of unresolved feeling toward Charles, and he tends to telecast his thought to tabloid. It's used to be Kay, but now it's Sykes speaking, and Hanoverian King. They use their grandsons to keep their heirs in line. Charles don't seem particularly close to George. And then you see all those headlines saying, oh, he wants to see his grandson, meaning Harry's kids. I'm like, please. It isn't Sykes. It is still Kay, and sometimes who fault then? This is an old article. Okay, old Billy now has a relationship with Pa other than giving reason to sleep with one eye open. Okay, check the tab of this thread here. You can watch the full documentary free on YouTube. The video is unavailable to view in the UK. Okay, here's a scene you mentioned. What is that? 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, 5 Operation BP giving not 10 months after Di's tragic ending. Mark Boland briefed the press about Charles' kids meeting with his mistress and accepting her. They were not happy to be used. It explained the distant relationship Charles has to both his sons today. Okay, reinventing the royals. Okay, this is a thing here. They're preventing people seeing those things. But this is one of the stepping stones. Oh my God, I'm already modern.
In this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
The third person, the other woman, was Camilla Parker Bowles.
No shame. No shame at all.
Mark Boland's main role was to make Camilla more presentable, because by then Charles had made it clear that she was non-negotiable, so she had to be a part of his life in the future.
Operation Mrs. PB, I think it was called. Very direct PR.
Parker Bowles, I guess, PB. He said, what is it? It's non-negotiable. So no matter what they say, he's not going to let her go. So everybody should have known his kid. I mean, Harry read between the line a long time ago. Harry's too smart for these people. Unfortunately, the older brother was too dumb to catch on until it's too late. Now,
policy, which didn't really take any prisoners.
Just 10 months after the death of his mother, the Sun reported in a front-page splash that William had met Camilla for the first time at his flat at St James's Palace. It was an important moment for a young man from a family divided by divorce and traumatised by loss, but its real public significance was as a sign that Prince William accepted his father's mistress as a permanent fixture in the family firm. It was a
Charles, I mean, as much you could hate him, not that I have any feeling for him, he knows how to play the game. He knows it's a marathon. He knows how to manipulate people. So he did that tried to do that with both kids. One didn't play along. One, unfortunately, got it. Because what happened, the institution been molding the older one to be mindless. It's whatever they put in there in his head, he should fulfill, should absorb. So this is what happened here. Harry was a self-thinker, unlike the other brother. Whatever they put in the other brother's brain, that's what he absorbed. Harry, on the other hand, they will try to put nonsense into his head, but he had to analyze it to see how it fits into his life, whether or not he should absorb it. So this one, I think Harry rejected.
A major milestone in Operation Mrs. PB. The Sun got its original tip from a Times executive married to a member of Camilla's staff. But how did the paper get the full story of this private meeting in such intimate detail?
We knew that the meeting was taking place. We had to wait for it to happen, which we did. And then when it did happen, we got all the details, you know, her drinking the gin and tonic, her having a sneaky fag beforehand because she was nervous and everything else. So all the detail, you know, came to us and was, if you like, was absolutely kosher. You couldn't have got, apart from Camilla and William telling us, you couldn't have got it from a better source. And
oh my God, every place over there, you can't do anything. People's leaking information left and right. And the other thing is, Camilla is very smart. If they do get to the throne, I'm pretty sure Camilla's gonna make sure what she wants out of this throne doesn't pass along to the other one. What she did here, just like Charles, play along with the media, knows how to get things done, befriended with everybody who's in the right place. If she does get to the throne, Charles, I'm talking here, Camilla's gonna make him do some stuff like Duchy of Cornwall, change some stuff. You have all the politicians who's pretty much aligned with Charles and all of that, do all of this stuff, change stuff around, things that, you know, Mom Middleton thought she probably was gonna get. Make sure this thing change to other people. Yeah, nothing is right in stone. Anything can change, but we shall see. We shall see.
Camilla and William didn't tell you?
No.
So
it's Mark Boland, you know. I mean, he was the one who told us, you know, the ins and outs, because we had to be very accurate on this.
Mark Boland declined to be interviewed, but described Ray's account as utter rubbish.
All right, so there's more to it. There's a thread she's saying here, but I don't want to go into it. I'm like an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, ridiculous. What does that even mean? Did Charles outright say, if willy-nilly does this, that, or third, I got you, or will not assume I said this Charles is next in line, so where the skip to Milo, my darling, oh my God, came from, however, who really cares, spit out, hike. Okay. But anyway, we know it's not based on loyalty to Diana. He confirmed it with his BBC response. He's low down than Charles. Okay, true, absolute scum. Glad he found himself a mumbler. Okay, since the wedding in 2011, Charles and the Middletons, with their best soldier William, have a hard war. The Middletons were fighting in the media with a big campaign destroying Camilla, the same way they did after when Meghan came. This is a Charles move. Impact, the war field. Okay, felt nothing. He was obviously used. But anyway, yeah, William was used. Let's see here. No, he was willing to participate. The thing is that it's the brain, because he's been molding since a child, not to think for himself. The institution was thinking for him. So he played along. Unfortunately, he couldn't think for himself to say, whatever they're telling me, this is wrong. I'm not playing along, or, pick and choose the things that fit to your narrative. So he never did that. The institution was thinking for him. Okay? So no, he was willing to participate. That's there. Yeah. He went out there and called his mother paranoid to make his dad look good. The MF sided with Charles. We just haven't confirmed what his asking price was. What is it? One of the things the Brits are good at is to make a deal with you, and then once you give them their side of the bargain, okay, they don't hold theirs. All right. So this thing already broke. He already got what he wanted out of William. He probably doesn't care anymore. Look at the queen now come to the next step and said, this is what she want out of when she died, I guess. She want Camilla to be queen of whatever. All right. So we will, as soon as he is king, I have a feeling it will be about Harry and Meghan's babies. All right. Let me move here. This is my last one. Okay. I didn't want to make 2 videos. This video is long. It's already 1 hour and 22 minutes. This is the last one here. Has nothing to do with the royals. I don't understand these governors lifting mask mandate. I really do not. All right. So, okay, I'm not even going to go too deep on that. It's about, I guess, some governors are lifting mask mandate. The most important thing is for you to protect yourself. Nobody else is going to protect you. All right. With that being said, let's do prayer. Prayer for... What is it? For the blind to see. Let's do that. For the blind to see. Because 2 people are going in the dark with this nonsense that these people are throwing at people, and what do you call this? Manipulate people's intelligence. All right, let's see here. I probably did all of them. Let me click on one and then choose a prayer underneath. I don't want a long one. Morning prayer. Let's go here. Okay, morning prayer. Dear Father, I thank you for waking me up today, another day of life. You have given me another sunrise to enjoy. Thank you, Lord, for the wonderful sound of nature and the cool breeze brushing through the trees, making the birds sing beautiful melodies. You are a great Father, Lord, always full of grace and mercy. I praise you, Father, for allowing me to live another beautiful day in your kingdom. Thank you for the gift of family and friends. Holding them in my heart is one of the most precious things I can never get tired of. Bless everyone, Father, for they deserve all the goodness you have given to me. If I may do something wrong today, please forgive me. I also thank you for always being the reason in my head when it comes to decision making. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, so I think I pretty much read all the prayers for let the blind see. So I just picked something under another prayer. So that's it. I hope Diana does her thing in heaven. Protect, defend her name in heaven, and protect the son who defended her legacy. So that's it. Let me not force it. And I hope everyone have a wonderful day. And hopefully every choices that you make is the right choice, is the right path to make your conscience feel at ease for the future. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. And those who have donated, thank you.